Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm Shakayla Mitwan. I'm a full-time reseller on Poshmark as well as eBay and Mercari. And today I'm going to be sharing with you all what sold in April. Now the first week of April I did a video and it was what sold this week. So my first week's sales, I have a video on that and I'll link it down below so that you can see that. Now the following 3 weeks I didn't do any what sold videos. I did other reselling and thrift haul content. So today I'm going to be sharing with you all what sold from April 6th all the way to April 30th. Now my first week of April I made around, let's see, I made around $400 my first week of April, $403 to be exact. And that's kind of where my sales lie each week. That's kind of the average. Now one week I did way better than that this month and I reached around a little over 700, so that was a really good week. So what I'm going to be doing is sharing with you all my second, third, and fourth week sales in April. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start with Poshmark. That's the app that I start with always. I start with my Poshmark. We have some really exciting sales. The first sale was a Norma Kamali dress and I sold this dress for $40. The buyer gave me 5 stars on this dress, and Norma Kamali is a really good brand to pick up. I don't find it that often in the thrift stores, but it's a really great brand. I've actually had a few pieces in my own wardrobe before, and that was when I wasn't really thrifting to sell. I was just thrifting because I enjoy thrifting. And it was a really cute sports jacket and a long skirt that was stretchy. It was like a sports skirt. And I mean, it lasted for so many years. I think I still might have it in my wardrobe somewhere. But it lasted and I always got so many compliments on it. Norma Kamali pieces are always really unique. Now this piece, it was a black dress. It had a tie front and it had a stretchy fit to it. So it was just a really cute dress. Next, I sold some Donald Pliner heels, and these heels were really cute because the strap wrapped around your ankle. Next, I sold an Eileen Fisher tank, and I sold this tank for $38. That was a really excellent flip for me, and I got several of these tanks when I found this one. I got about 3 Eileen Fisher tanks. One is already sold. I still have another one in my inventory, and to me the tanks have been selling better than buying an Eileen Fisher sweater or a cardigan or even a coat. And so I will definitely be picking up more Eileen Fisher tanks. That proved to be a really good flip for me. Next, okay, it looks like I sold some Ugg boots and then the person canceled these boots, so that wasn't a sale. Okay, so I had some Fashion Nova boots, thigh-high boots, and I sold them for $29. These were actually my boots. I might have worn these boots maybe once or twice to take pictures in, and I never wore them out. I never wore them out because I guess when I bought them, maybe I just wasn't going out as much, so I never really got to wear them out. I just wore them for pictures. And so I sold them for $29 and the person gave me 5 stars. I sold a rag and bone wool sweater, and this sweater sold relatively quickly. And it sold for $50. I got 5 stars on it, and I was concerned that it wouldn't sell super quick because it was a size extra small, and plus we're in the springtime and it's a sweater, so I thought, okay, this will probably be in my inventory for a while, but I still picked it up. It was a nice sweater. No, it sold probably within 4 or 5 days. So some things can just kind of surprise you. You might think, oh, this is just something that's just going to stay in my inventory for a while. That's not always the case. Even when you're out of season, someone might buy something. So just pick up those really good brands, and sometimes they will sell. And you have to think, there are people in other places where it's cold. It might be kind of cold right now, so just depends on where a person is at and what their season is looking like. Next, I sold some Donald Pliner Fiji slides, and I sold them for $50. I kept the price up pretty high on these because these sandals were like new, if not new. They didn't have any new tags, but they had no wear on them, and they were honestly a shoe. It was a shoe that I would have actually liked for myself, but knowing that it could sell for so much, I went ahead and posted it. And these shoes, I believe they sold maybe within 24 hours. it was a really quick flip. Next, I sold a Tory Burch eyeglass case, and I've had this eyeglass case on my page for maybe 6 months. And I was wondering, I'm like, nobody wants this Tory Burch case. It's so affordable. I had it up for maybe 15 bucks, got offered 13, and I took the offer. Next were some Peck and Peck pants. Now, this is a brand that I had not heard of before. I went ahead and picked them up because I got a good deal on them. And it's actually an older brand from my knowledge. It's an older brand, but they sold pretty quickly. It might have been a week that these took to sell, and I sold them for $15. And for what I paid for them, I got a really good profit. The next thing I sold was a Le Suit set. And this set, it took a while to sell. It was brand new with tags, and I sold it for $20. And so that's a really good deal to get a suit set, a skirt, and a jacket. So the person got it for $20, and that was an excellent profit for what I paid for it. Next, I sold Tory Burch black wedges. Now these wedges were so cute, and the consignment shop that I got these shoes from, I have been seeing these shoes for like the last 6 months, and I have been wanting them so bad. Finally, after maybe 4 or 5 months, I went back in. I got the shoes. They were meant to be with me. They were meant to be with me. And so yeah, I got these shoes, and I put them up for around, I feel like I might have had these up for $100. Got offered $85, and the person loved these wedges. So that was an excellent sale. That was an excellent profit on that too. I'm kind of thinking about sharing with you all my profits as well as my cost of goods. I'm thinking about it, but then I'm like, I don't know. I'm kind of thinking about it. I've seen other resellers do that, where they will share, okay, I paid this, I sold it for this, you know, with comps, comparing it to comps. This is what I put it up for, this is what I sold it for, and this is my profit. So I'm kind of thinking about doing that. So let me know down below if you guys are interested in kind of learning how I price things and what I pay for things and what I sell things for. Let me know down below in the comments if that's something you want. Okay, next thing I sold were some Patagonia wide leg pants. Now these pants were actually something, my grandmother actually picked these pants up when she was out thrifting one day, and she decided to donate them to me because she was like, they don't work for me. So she went ahead and donated them to my business. Thanks, Grandma. And I sold them for $15. So the person got a good deal. I had them up maybe for $35. The person sent me an offer for $15. I took it, and they gave me 5 stars. So that's always good. You guys, you can get some good deals on my page. If you send me a reasonable offer, I will accept it most times. So keep that in mind. Next thing I sold were some Jeffrey Campbell rubber boots, and I sold them for $27, and I got 5 stars. I apologize if it feels like I'm rushing through these sales, but I have so many sales to get through. So I'm kind of like just going. Okay, so next thing I sold were some Fenty Puma Rihanna Creeper Bow sandals, and these sandals have been with me for a while, maybe about 6 months. No, it couldn't have been 6 months. I'm thinking maybe I bought these in January, so maybe 3.5 months I've had these sandals, and I thought that they would sell super quick when I got them. They're super trendy, they have a platform on them, and they're Fenty by Rihanna. So I thought they would sell. They got a little bit of interest here and there, and then it kind of just fell off. But finally, someone sent me an offer for $30, and I accepted. And they gave me 5 stars, so they were pleased with their purchase. Next thing I sold was a Zara tweed jacket. This jacket was absolutely beautiful. It had lots of detailing on the 4 pockets on the front, as well as like a pearl button design on it. And I was also kind of concerned, now that it's spring, that this jacket would not sell. I sold the other one a few months back, and I was concerned. I was like, oh, is this gonna sell? Is it gonna sell? And it finally sold. I sold it for $28, so they got a pretty good discount. But nonetheless, it did sell. So like I said earlier, if you find something nice and trendy and it's a good name, even if it's out of season, I pick it up, because some people buy things out of season, and then sometimes it'll be colder somewhere and it's warmer somewhere else. So even like if you guys watch my videos, you know that back in September I did a huge thrift haul and I bought so many sandals. They just started selling here in March and April. They just started selling like all my flip-flops, all my sandals. And so don't be afraid to buy things out of season. Sometimes they will sell and then sometimes it'll take a little while, but nonetheless, when it's time for it to sell, it will sell. So don't be afraid to buy out of season, okay? The next thing I sold was a vintage Christian Dior nightgown, and I sold it for $30. This was a really nice nightgown, and it had like a floral design on it, so it was really nice and pretty and dainty, and it had lace across the neckline, so it was nice. Next thing sold were some Cashapp flip-flops. I hope I'm saying that correctly. They were sold for $25, and this person gave me 5 stars. And those were one of those sandals that I got way back in September. Okay, so the next item that was sold was a Lululemon early morning dress. This dress almost looked new. I do believe it was pre-owned, but it looked practically new. I sold it for $40. I got 5 stars on it, and what I really liked about this dress was the design on the back. It had like a crossover design in the back of the dress that was really pretty and feminine looking. I sold a vintage Coach Willis bag. This was a chocolatey brown handbag, and I sold it for $105. This was an excellent flip for me. I got 5 stars on it, and I posted this bag on Mercari and eBay, and I got quite a bit of interest on both of those apps. But ultimately, Poshmark took the cake and someone bought it over here. So I was really pleased with that. Next thing I sold were some Mother Denim Rascal ankle wash jeans. Now these jeans I sold for $99. And normally I would say that is a great sale. Now these jeans, they normally retail for around $238, $258. They can get up pretty high. And I'm gonna go ahead and say for what I paid for these jeans, I did not make a good profit at all. I basically just made my money back. So it was kind of a learning moment for me to not pay up so much for some items, because when it comes to some items, you are just going to get your money back if you pay up too much. So I have to be really mindful of that. And now when I find my Mother jeans, I just try to be more focused on the cost of it versus how much I could possibly make on it. And depending on your business model, you want to keep that in mind. You know, what am I spending on something? What am I going to make back on it? And then you have to think about other things like your shipping supplies and printing and all of that other stuff that tacks onto your costs just to ship things out. So it is a lot to think about when you think about how much you're paying for each item. Now with these Mother jeans, I essentially made my money back. So I was happy to get my money back, but I didn't make much of a profit. Next, I sold a Nick and Zoe tunic, and this was such a beautiful tunic. It had lots of vertical designs of blue and a little bit of a horizontal design on it as well, and it just was nice and flowy and pretty. And it was a size 3X, which was great because I don't always find a lot of plus sizes, and I'm trying to incorporate more plus sizes into my closet. It's crazy because I'm a plus size woman, and I would like my closet to you know, have a variety of sizes for all women. So I am working to find more plus sizes for my plus size ladies, and so that you all can shop my closet as well. But I sold that top for $40. Excellent flip. Next thing I sold was an Eileen Fisher top, and I sold this top for $48. Now, Eileen Fisher, for a while, it kind of has slowed down, but every now and then it kind of picks up for me. It still does good for me. It might take a while to sell something, but it comes through when it needs to come through. So that was good. Next, I had a Fashion Nova dress, and it was like I can't describe the texture. Like a velvety texture, and it was black, a mini dress, and I sold it for, let's see, how much did I sell it for? I sold it for $20. So got that sold, and it was brand new with tags. Next, I sold a Worth leather olive green jacket, and I had this jacket up for around 110 when I posted it. This jacket was beautiful. A really nice leather. It was like a thickness to it. You could tell it was quality. And so I had it up for $110. I ended up sending out offers. You know, every other day I would send out some offers. So I had 90, I had 60, and then I finally sent out an offer for $45 and someone accepted it. There was a ton of likes on the jacket and someone ended up accepting the $45 offer, which is incredible for a Worth jacket. Worth is worth a lot, so yeah. And if you're interested in the Worth brand, I actually have 2 more jackets. They're both in a size 8. It's an orange like cloth like jacket, and then it's another jacket. It's a burgundy leather, which is similar to this green. Next, I sold a Corvette braided keychain, and I sold it for $6. I found these Cowgirl Tough Co jeans, and I didn't know much about them, and I looked them up, and they turned out to be a pretty good brand. Since these weren't new with tags, I went ahead and took an offer on them, and the person offered me $13. I went ahead and accepted. I wasn't too familiar with this brand, so. Next, I sold Stella McCartney sneakers, and these sneakers were in relatively good condition. They were white with gold and black design on them, and sold them for $44. They got a pretty good deal on that one. They're actually so trendy to me, and these are actually kind of my style. They're really, really pretty. Next on the list, I sold a Catherine Melandrino 3-piece perfume gift set, and I sold it for $55. It was brand new. And the person gave me 5 stars. I love when I get 5 stars, and I try to always thank my customers when they give me a 5-star rating. And I feel like it just builds a relationship with the customer, and it lets people know that they are welcome to come back and shop with you again. So next, I sold a Zara Houndstooth midi skirt. It was absolutely gorgeous. I mean, it was such a thick material, and I actually put this skirt up for $69. I wanted $69. That's what it was regular, and it was brand new with tags. I actually have 2 of these skirts, and the person ended up offering me, no, they didn't offer me this. I had been sending out offers for maybe a week or 2. I was driving by their loud car. I had been sending out offers for maybe a week or 2, and I hadn't gotten a bite. So I finally sent out like a 50% off offer, $35. And with it having so many likes on it, someone snatched it up pretty quick. Next, I sold a Tommy Bahama sundress. I found this sundress. It was brand new with tags, excellent condition, and I sold it for $35. Next was an Ashley Stewart dress, and it was multicolored. It had a strap around the waist to tighten it and define the waist, and it was a V-neck, a deep V-neck, and I sold it for $12. Okay, and last but not least, from Poshmark, I sold a St. John skirt, which is always good. You all know that St. John is a staple for me in my inventory. When I see it, as long as it's in somewhat decent condition, I'm going to pick it up, because the amount that you can get for it is just always good. So I sold it for $55, and normally I can get even more for St. John than that, but I went ahead and took it. I had already sold the other one. I sold another St. John skirt that was identical to this one. It was a size 10, and I was like, you know what, I need to move this down out. So I sold it for $55, and I think I actually could have gotten more if the St. John skirt was in black, but since it's almost like a neutral color and kind of like a basic, it's like, I don't know if I can get as much as I want for it. So I went ahead and took the $55 and went about my day. So that is everything from Poshmark. Let's move over to Mercari. So over here on Mercari, I sold a Rolling Stones t-shirt. This t-shirt was super cute and trendy, and I want to start picking up more band t-shirts, but I just don't find them that often in my thrift stores or my consignment shops. And when I do find a band shirt, sometimes I don't like the t-shirt brand, so I won't pick it up. I'm like, I don't know if it's good enough for someone to want to pay for it. But this shirt, it sold for $28. Next, I sold a Coach leopard baby bag for $60. This baby bag, it actually might have taken 2-3 weeks to sell this baby bag. And baby bags do excellent over on Mercari. Just so you know, if you have a lot of baby stuff, you might want to post it over on Mercari, because putting up a baby bag, they sell pretty good for me. I had another one a while back and I sold it for around 80 bucks. So it does good over here on Mercari. Next, I sold a Lululemon tank shirt for $19. And it was just like a really light, flowy exercise top. And after that, I had a BCBG Max Azria bandage skirt. This skirt, I sold it for $26. It was almost like new. It was very little wear on it. It was in excellent condition. So we sold that. Afterwards, I sold a Zara denim dress, and I sold it for $19. This dress, this wasn't a good flip. I pretty much got my money back for it, maybe $2 extra, a couple dollars extra. So once again, watch how much you're spending on things that you're trying to flip, because sometimes we can overestimate what we can make for something, especially if it's not a newer collection or it's not almost like a staple. So when I pick up Zara pieces, I try to pick up things that are very unique. Like I've sold sequin skirts before, the tweed jackets. Those are all really unique items. So that's kind of what I like to do with Zara. I don't know if I'd be quick to pick up any of the basics. So just keep that in mind. Next, I sold a Vince 100% cashmere v-neck sweater, and I sold it for $36. This sweater was very thick. It was the quality was incredible. So I had it up. I wanted a little bit more for it, but I was pleased to get a $36 offer. And yeah, I took that. I love when people send me offers on Mercari. I don't get a lot of offers over on Mercari, but I get enough to make me happy, to keep me posting over there. But I don't get a ton of offers. So it's always nice to look over there, see an offer, and I'm like, yeah, I'll give you a little discount. Give you a little discount. Okay, so those are all our sales on Mercari. Let's get over to eBay. So this month, eBay was slow. It was slow. It's real slow. The first sale we had was some K Jacques flip-flops, some yellow ones. I sold them for $30. And these are just some sandals I've had for a while in my inventory, and they finally sold in this spring/summer season. Next, I sold an Anthropologie Airy and Alley top. And I don't pick up a lot of Anthropologie, but I picked this one up because it was brand new tags. I mean, it looked trendy enough for me, and I sold it for $25. And it's so quick. It might have sold within 24 hours of me posting it over on eBay. And I had it on Poshmark for maybe a week, and then I got it over on eBay. That's why it's good, guys. Get your stuff cross-listed. If you've been thinking about cross-listing, you need to go ahead and not think about it and do it. Make sure your stuff is everywhere. Now, if you have one app where it just doesn't do anything, I mean, maybe it's not worth it for you. But for me, I try to make sure my items are everywhere, even if it takes me some time to get it. But I try to make sure my items are everywhere so that I can have an equal opportunity to make a sale. And you never know where your stuff is going to sell at. It can be the most random things. And you're like, somebody bought this? Okay, great. Next, this sale kind of came out of nowhere on eBay. And it was my Spanx jeans. They're jeanish ankle leggings. That's what they're called. Jeanish ankle leggings, Spanx. And I sold them for $60. That was an incredible sale. And I had them on Poshmark, similar to the Airy and Alley top. Had the jeans on Poshmark for a while. And they would get a like here, like there, but no real interest over there. Put them over on eBay, got a buyer. Now, it probably took me about 30 days to get the sale, but it sold over here. So, like I just said from earlier, get your things cross-listed. That is going to help you. Make sure your stuff is everywhere so you have an equal opportunity to make your money, okay? So those are my sales from April. I did pretty well this month. I know my actual goal for each month is to make around $4,000. I want to make $1,000 a week. That's just like my goal. Like, if I could make that by the summertime, start that would be incredible. That is what I'm aiming for. Let's do 1K a week. And I do believe that I can do it. It's just gonna take a little bit of time, a little bit of extra hard work, and way more inventory. So I definitely gotta get way more inventory. But you know, guys, lately I have been very, very strict with myself about what I pick up. I'm checking my comps. I'm making sure that I can at least make a $16 to $20 profit on something, and that's just minimum. Like, that's my goal. Like, if I can't make $16 off of an item, why am I picking it up? And I know other people, they might have, you know, they might want profits that are a little bit more, or they might pay up so that they can make a bigger profit on an item. But for right now, my business plan is kind of around $16 and up for each item. That's kind of what I'm looking for. And yeah, I wanted to share with you all an item that I found this week that I was so excited to find. I went in one of my favorite consignment stores this week and I found this beautiful bag. Look at that. It is, I believe this is a Coach Willis bag. It looks like the bag I just sold, and it's a really pretty red color. And to me, it looks, I mean, it's in excellent condition. And it's Coach. It's just a really, really beautiful bag. From the hardware on it, the leather, it's so sturdy. You open it up, look how vibrant that color is. And the bag is super clean. There's a compartment right in the front. And then there's a big pocket in the middle. And yeah. So I was really happy to find this bag. I looked all through the store that day looking for items. I was like, ugh, I don't see anything that I like. And then I went to the handbags and I saw this calling my name. It was like, Shakayla, come and get me. Come and get me off the shelf. And so I was like, okay, I'm coming to get you, baby. So I went and got this beautiful bag off the shelf and brought it home with me. So beautiful. Yeah, so I have this listed right now, guys, if you are interested in it. I have it up for around $220. So check that out if you are interested. I have it on Poshmark, eBay, and Mercari. This video has now come to an end. If you've made it this far, go ahead and hit the like button. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And guys, share this video with a friend. If you know someone that's interested in getting started with reselling, or if they just enjoy thrifting, go ahead and share my video with them. I'm trying to spread my channel far and wide and really grow this platform, so you can help me out by sharing the video, leaving a comment down below. That always helps the algorithm, the YouTube algorithm, when you do that. So thanks so much for your engagement. Thanks so much for tuning in for my videos. And I just really appreciate you all's support, your genuine support. I really do. Thanks so much, guys. And I will see you guys next time in my next video. Bye.